What's up, everyone? Welcome to Let's Chat. This is our first episode with my new co-host, Dom. Say hi.
Hello.
So Dom and we're using webcams from Discord to chat with you guys. So this is going to be kind of like a podcast type series that we're going to be doing. We're going to just get together and talk for I don't know how long, and find out how everybody's doing for the week, and just gonna talk about what's going on for our series. So, what's been going on with you?
Same old. I just been working and also been doing research for Bang and obviously making videos. We actually had snow this week, so I was out for 2 days because of the snow.
So you got snow.
Yeah.
Here in California, we don't get that much snow, and it sucks. But at least where I live, I don't get snow.
Mm-hmm.
So
since you've been around, have you got snow ever before? Like, have you seen snow?
Where I live, yes, I have seen snow. It's just like I said, where I live, it is rare. So it's because we don't get here where I live. We don't get cold that much. It's like at least here you have to be like in the 20s to get snow.
Yeah.
So at least where I'm at, I don't get it. It's rare if we do. We just get most of the rain, and then during the summer, it's fire season.
Yeah. Have y'all had before?
We got evacuated this upcoming year, actually. So the one I don't know if you ever heard of it was called the Burrell Fire.
I heard of it.
So it was we had a fire called the Burrell Fire, and that one got got me evacuated, and because they were just worried it was about to come over my hill, I guess, and it didn't, thankfully, but they still evacuated us, and they're like, get out, you're being evacuated.
Yeah.
So,
well,
and then
it's like
did you hear about the fire in LA?
I heard that was all over the news.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard of them, but we watched A to Z every day at Sue and English class, and that was all they talked about. That it was the fire in LA.
Yeah, that was a bad fire.
Oh, yeah.
I feel bad. A lot of people lost their homes.
That too. Just I feel like with all the fires that happen, it also have a lot to do with climate change and everything.
Just alone for me, it's mostly during the summertime.
Yeah.
So we get a lot of the fires, and then when I'm hearing is like people are getting evacuated. We had a fire, or we had like a bunch of them here, at least where I live. And I was looking at the app on my phone, and it tells you like what fires are contained and which are not. Well, there was a fire near where I live, and then there was another fire in a different area. So they put both my hometown, my town where my church is, and then my area where I live now, where I'm at right here, and in where my church was in the yellow zone. Where I'm at right here and where I live was in the red zone.
Yes.
So, but we got evacuated, and then it took a couple days. We just was like, okay, we're going home. Well, I guess we weren't supposed to.
Wasn't supposed to go home.
Yeah, but home. We just looked at it and it was like, we're safe, we're fine. So we ended up just staying home, and we were just fine. They didn't really try to kick us out again, but we were watching our security camera at nighttime, and there's the police cars going up and down our road, just been monitoring our houses while we were gone.
It's truly amazing with how much stuff happens during the summer, with how hot it is.
Yeah, especially here in California, we get into the 100s, so we get to 100 degrees, or even into like lowest during the summer is probably maybe 80, but usually it's about the 100s.
I would not be able to do that. I mean, Mississippi, it does bad in Mississippi too. It's above 100 sometimes, but most of the time it's in the 90s to 100 range, not above 100 or underneath
no,
90.
we don't get that high as you guys probably do. Yeah, we probably get about 101 is the average. It's enough to start a fire, or some people start fires.
Yeah.
So, what series have you been doing?
On my channel, of course, we all know about Triplekbeck. Been doing that. Been doing my main series,
which is Dominic's
World, which is kind of based off of same piece world, but with my own stuff and
with your own style. And are you planning on bringing Harker Lifestyle back? Or
I plan on it. I haven't figured out a day for it yet because I've been busy. I haven't been making videos. I've been at school or church or band. Yeah.
As you guys, so I don't know a lot of me and Dom. We've been friends since I was in high school. I'm pretty sure, right? Because I graduated, or was it when I think I was probably in college when we first met. I don't remember exactly. How long has it been now?
When did we meet? Right back down Academic Hills, I think.
Okay, so I was already out of high school then. So
I think
I graduated. I graduated high school in 2019. Lockdown was around 2019, 2020 year. So probably 5 to 6 years or 5 years now.
Yeah.
I'll say 5 years. We knew each other.
Yeah, close enough.
So, Dom and I met through a chat group from Stampy side because we watched Stampy. Sucks he doesn't have that series anymore. I like that series.
I do too. I do up with that series, so it kind of hit me hard when he said, "Oh, I'm not doing no more."
He did finally. He did. I thought he wasn't going to put up a download, but then next thing you know, he says, "Oh, I'm putting up a download."
Which that kind of wasted my time with what I did. It turns out I lost that road. I mean, someone took my Xbox. I thought me a new Xbox. Yeah, that was no one on my Xbox, so I do.
I don't know what you have. Do you have new gen or old gen?
A new gen.
Okay, so we're both new gen. So which one do you have? The S?
It's actually right here.
Oh, you have the X? Is that the X?
Yeah, it's the back one, right?
The one that looks like a mini fridge, right? Yeah, we both had the same one. We're both the mini. Yeah, we're the X.
I went to GameStop today. We did some Five Nights at Freddy's stuff for my upcoming videos on Five Nights at Freddy's series, which is kind of like whatever you want to call them. I call them collectibles because that's pretty much what they are. Which these are the ones I got today. Okay. I got these two.
So
whatever you want to call them.
You know I'm a Power Ranger fan. And so I got some things too. These are just kind of two of the ones that I have, but these transform into robots, into a giant robot.
That's tough. That's what you need. Some people see it as toys, and people like me and you, we see those and say, "Oh, that could be a collectible item." Like,
okay, so if you look up, if you watch like something like videos, there are some people that actually collect Power Ranger stuff. And then there's Comic Cons and Morphicon for this. There's actually conventions for Power Rangers. So I've never been to Power Morphicon, but I would love to go one year. And usually during Power Morphicon, they do a reveal of what the new show will be, which is cool. It's different. By the way, Dom, okay, you acted like you were frozen there just now.
No, I was writing at something.
Yeah,
I just went to our Facebook page today and everything. We've been friends since July 2021. Okay. So around time of lockdown. Half a lockdown.
So I haven't been on the Facebook page in a while. Just kind of like,
No.
I just I don't post on there. I just look at it.
Yeah, I haven't been on Facebook for a hot minute. I've been trying to knock all social media out of my life. Obviously, besides YouTube because I enjoy YouTube and everything. Dog.
So we mainly we're mainly on Discord, and mainly I do mainly Discord. I look at Instagram once in a while. But that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
So,
and only time I really use Facebook or Instagram or X or any other social media, if it's come down to my YouTube page, I kind of sometimes post, "Hey, we doing this now on YouTube. If y'all want to go check it out." Same stuff I post on my Discord much. I mean, I post something on Discord, their chance. I post on Facebook too about it.
It's different for me because I, as a woodworker. Sorry, I'm checking something real quick. I was checking the time on the... So, as a woodworker, I'm also busy doing my own woodworking because I run my business and doing all that as well. But it's different for me So yeah, especially when I'm trying to find out when my next show is. That's when it's harder for me because then I have to look at Facebook. So I do craft shows. That's how my work. When doing craft shows, I have to know when the shows are, and they post all these shows on Facebook. So it does make it harder. So okay, I actually don't know you that well. You're a Christian. I'm a Christian. What is your guys's? What do you believe? Like, what type of Christian are you? Like, Catholic, Baptist?
I just identify as a Christian. I don't really go by anything to my church. Is a help me out, non-judge.
I don't.
How to say non.
I don't know what it means. I heard people say. I heard some people say they're Christians, and I was like, well, there's different type of religions out there because there's Catholic, there's Lutheran.
Our church is just a church where anyone can come to. Like, you can be Jewish, Christian, Hebrew, whatever you want to be. You can come to our church because we are there for one reason: is to know about God and Jesus. Or
right.
Whatever you may call them.
Right.
I know different religions call them different things.
Exactly. So I'm Baptist. And we do both books of the Bible. We do we do the Old Testament and the New Testament of the Bible. So it's a little bit more about both. Right now our pastor's been doing 1 Corinthians mainly.
That's a fun book.
Oh, it's confusing because right now, so our times are actually based off of 1 Corinthians. So like I start at 8:00 in the morning for worship practice. So when I get there at 8, I have to turn on all the systems. So I have to go all the way around the church. So when I get there, I go upstairs and I turn on the soundboard. Well, the way that works is you have to flip 2 different switches. So there's 2, and it's built into a box. So you flip one switch, and one is for audio, and one is for all the screens, like all the TVs. So, and so I had to flip those switches. Well, if they're labeled, and they're labeled that way. But if you don't know what you're doing, and there's a couple times where it's like you can't turn off this switch because there's a switch that is taped, meaning don't turn it off. And there's been a couple of times where someone would turn it off, and just because they don't know what they're doing. So then after that, I have to turn on the computer and the projector. Most churches, they don't have the projector. So our plan is, if our projector ever goes out, we're setting up TVs.
I mean, hey,
it means more TVs for me to turn on Sunday morning.
Church, we do projectors. Only thing different between mine and your church is that we don't have TV. So if our projectors go out, we done for.
Yeah. Well, do you know how expensive those projectors are?
Oh, I know.
I talked to one of our other tech people. They're expensive.
I mean, our projectors also told me helpful is because our church have a YouTube channel, so that way people that take the church,
we do the same thing. We're the same thing.
Our church will kind of mail just different stuff.
Yep. Yeah, we're on YouTube as well, and there's all kinds of things we do. So let's see. So here's what I do on Sunday. When I get there at 8, I turn on all the systems. So I have to go all the way around the church. Well, to turn on the audio, you have to go and flip 2 switches in the upstairs. Then there's a back room. There's a box in the back room. You have to flip that switch. So there's 3 total switches that I have to turn on to get the sound to work. And then for the spotlights, I have to flip a switch upstairs, and I have to flip a switch downstairs. So it's confusing. So Wednesdays, I go down to my church on Wednesdays to put the music in. So I don't know. Do you do anything special for your church? Like, do you help out at all?
Serving our kids is kind of where you drop your kids off. We do it up from newborns, babies, or when I say newborns, like 1 week, 2 weeks, or
right. So you do. You have the nursery. You have a nursery, But do you do like a children's church program too?
Yes, our children program that on Sundays. We also have one on Wednesday, but it's different from what is on Sunday. On Sunday, we have from newborn babies up until 5th day. Once you get middle school, you go to the B-boy room, I should say, meaning that you go to be taught by a head pastor. But she ain't funny dude. Sometimes depends on who you are. He makes jokes. Some people shouldn't be saying at church, but our church is just like that.
So they go to
On Wednesday,
they do the main service instead of
instead of the kids point era. On
Yeah.
Wednesdays, if you're in middle school all the way up until high school, you can do
youth group.
youth church. We call it at our church Go Up, which
What is
I don't really know why.
What's the name?
Go Up. It GLOW. Up.
Okay. So we have a group called Illuminate, which is the high schoolers and middle schoolers, and then there's Kid for True for the little kid for ours. That's also Wednesday.
Our church has so much in common, but just different names for it.
When I was younger, we had a program called All Stars, and then it went to Awanas, and now it's Kids for True. So I've done a lot. So
I see that.
Yeah. And our church started doing a mission trip where we travel to different parts of the world, or not different parts of the world, but one mission trip that I got to go on a couple years ago was in Arizona. That was a hot summer, but it was fun at the same time.
See, our church, we going to Italy this summer. We going to Europe this summer to help people in Europe. So
our church's mission trip that's coming up for our church right now is in Mexico. So
we going to Italy for hours.
Yeah. Well, our church, when they go to Mexico, they build houses for people.
That seems like something Mexico might need.
They've done it.
No difference.
They did that a couple years. Now, I love getting to see the videos that our pastor puts together for that. I guess I don't know exactly how they do it for their style, but yeah. And then when we go to Arizona, we did a bunch of like rock. And I wish I had the photos for it. Don't have the photos anymore. But we did a bunch of rock stuff, and actually, I think there's a video on YouTube at our church YouTube. I think I posted it there. But yeah, that's mainly what they do. And the one in Arizona is actually dealing with people with autism. So it kind of fit in with me because I have autism. I have Asperger's syndrome, so yeah. You would not. Some people say you won't notice it from me. Well, unless I told you, and I'm pretty sure.
Oh, trust me, you can tell from you. I just don't be honest with you.
How can you tell?
There are times where you can just tell. Some stuff you say in a different way. That was one, and then. There are times where you kind of side chat and mess up on stuff. Like today when we was videoing, and I know because I can know stuff like that. It's because I have HAD.
Okay, so you have autism as well. It's just a different type.
Yeah. It's affect me in a different way.
Some autism people, they can notice it from their end. Yeah. So. There are some things that a lot of people would like to know about us. So you can start off if you want to ask some questions, if you want.
Man, I'm not prepared for.
Well, let's start off. So my real name is Tyler, and so my real name is Tyler. I go by TyBear here on YouTube, but I go by either way because I don't know if Dom knew this, but I do roleplay. I used to roleplay a lot. So
Spaghetti.
That's all I heard. So.
Yeah, we're spaghetti.
Sorry. As you guys know, Dom has a person in the background. So actually getting to hear him as well. So as I said, I used to roleplay. I don't really roleplay that much anymore. I've been trying to find a roleplay server to play on, and it's a GTA roleplay. And man, some of those calls that we got as cops are ridiculous. So I've been trying to find this one roleplay that we did where we found 50 pounds of cocaine in the guy's car.
Gosh.
Yeah, it's like, so I forgot, and he kept on adding charges, and I don't remember all these freaking charges, and that's why I'm trying to find the video. But he would not stop talking. He just kept on adding charges to him, and
that
it was ridiculous.
That sounds ridiculous.
Every other word out of his mouth was something. Oh, I have this in my car. It's like, okay, there it goes.
Don't tell me that self. You don't go to jail more.
And he was like, okay, so he was like, I have 50 pounds of cocaine in my car. It's like, dude, you don't think we're gonna find that when we search the car?
Man, said and done, huh?
Like I said, I want to find that roleplay because he just added charges and charges after charges after himself, and it was like, I don't know if it was, because do you know about like how GTA has the police cars in their car as the cars now?
Well, you think, yeah.
Instead of having to steal the AI cars now, we have our own. Yeah. So I actually was when I was in roleplay, I had narcotics field training. So I was our narcotic guy. So I knew what to do. I was the one that had to test all these freaking drugs. So and he was in the back of my police car, so he had to wait until I was done with that whole issue for me to be able to take him to jail. When I could have just said, hey, I'm not going to be done with this scene. You need to take this guy to jail for me. I should have had my 32 do it.
Oh yeah,
so
it just something just like why are we doing this? One of those situations sounds like something that would happen in real life. Oh yeah, I have talked to him. I told you just got a extra charge added. I just murdered somebody.
Yep, you have another charge.
You don't
I don't even want to tell. So we had a guy actually. He was, I don't know if you know him from Harker Lifestyle, because he was in Harker Lifestyle as well. But we were role playing together. And this, by the way, if you guys are new to my channel and you don't know who I'm talking about, this is my friend Dark that I'm talking about. Well, he had a character in our roleplay server called Daryl Cooper. And he had a bookload of charges. And I can tell you, if I had the old like CAD stuff, and I could look up his name to read like what he had on him, it was amazing. Like I arrested him way too many times, but one of his biggest charge on him was murder. He was a serial killer. So yeah, like, and his scenes are pretty good actually. Like, I actually just watched one of the roleplays this morning. Well, he was hanging these bodies in the abandoned hotel, and he was gutting them, and it was like, so dealing with all that. It wasn't. We didn't know this was Dale Cooper in the roleplay that was doing this. So I don't know if we ever found out it was him at all. And there's other roleplays like I was in where I played as a gang member. As a civilian gang member. But yeah, that's what I liked. I do like role playing, and I get to actually role play with these people a lot.
Yeah.
So if I ever get to like role play again, I'm hoping that people will do things like that. And if I do, you guys will see live streams from it. So I don't know if Dom has ever role played on GTA.
I have not. Will be kind of a new me.
So I don't know if you would ever. I don't know if you would like it. I really don't know if you would like it or not.
No.
By the way, your audio is delayed.
This is one of those things you try to avoid. Is it?
Yeah, just to let you know. Guys.
I thought I wasn't.
Guys, that is going to be it for this one. I'm sorry, but our audio is being delayed on Dom's side. We will try to fix that in the next podcast episode of Let's Chat. But hope you guys leave a like, comment down below. Please subscribe to this channel. And hit that bell so you guys can get notified when we go live. I'll post a video on the channel. I want to try to do more live streams for us. And then we will see you guys in the next one. Peace out. And have a Let's Chat day.